Celebrating freedom.
We are in the midst of a true mountain getaway like none other, and this morning we are feeling like kids again. We are at Treehouse Mountain in Copperhill, Tennessee, on the swinging bridge leading to one of 4 tree houses that are here for you to come and rent and enjoy nature like you have never seen before. Owners Tom and Elka have graciously welcomed us in this morning, and they are waiting for us at their signature tree house, the Rubicon. So come on, let's go. So how many ways can I say thank you for welcoming us here today? This is just beautiful.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks, Julie.
I love the fact that when you first pull in, you kind of have a glimpse of the tree houses and you think, oh, I like that one and I like that one. But until you're up here, like we are on the deck at the Rubicon, you can't fully appreciate how immersed in the woods you're going to be. This was all very intentional.
Very intentional.
Yes.
So I think it's kind of ironic that y'all opened, you were telling me, right before COVID. You've kind of done these in succession, one tree house and then another, but you were going full throttle when COVID was at its peak. So I'm sure you were quite a draw.
People did like it. We did build all the way through COVID. We built one in 2020 and one in 21.
21.
This one was 21.
This one was 21.
You can see, and you will find out for yourself when you come, how this is an escape truly like no other, but no detail has been left untended. You were just telling us that before you ever build a tree house, you have an arborist come out from the Biltmore. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
So he does what? He goes and scopes the grounds with you?
My builder finds the trees that he'd like to build in. And then the arborist, Bill Hesh, comes in and does all his little things and has his little helmet on. It just looks so official. It's cute.
And then the magic begins. So let's talk about what you've done with the design of these houses. Most of them are intended to fit, what, 4 people?
All tree houses are for 4 people. The Rubicon as well can do 6. And so many times we have groups coming in, and they rent all 4 tree houses, which is really nice because they can spend the time, together at one fireplace. Or we just had a really big group here. Only women, they came together for a weekend.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
A girls' getaway.
Girls' getaway here.
So it can be whatever you want it to be, because if you want to come and hibernate, you can do that. If you do want to come with a group of people and mingle but get away from the hecticness of life, you can do that. You have a stage where you do weddings, right?
Correct.
You were telling me, I asked you if things transform at night. Absolutely they do.
Yeah.
What happens at night?
Just in here, in this area through here, we have the light ropes, and and it's always amazing to walk up in here and see the lights around, and
it's magical.
It's magical. Yeah,
night.
A lot of people tell us that word right there, magical.
That is the word for it. So, back to how you're designing the houses, I feel like, I know you're German, so it feels a little bit like Hansel and Gretel.
Right.
When you come here, the stained glass that's woven in throughout all the buildings and the richness of the wood and different layers of tapestries and textiles and things. But even the way the tree houses are designed, they sway a little bit as the tree naturally will if the wind picks up. You rock to sleep.
Yeah, we have an amazing builder out of Boone, North Carolina, Michael Stam, and he has put his heart and soul into these tree houses. And he's been doing nothing but designing and building tree houses for over 20 years, and you can see all the finishing touches that he does. It's really something.
It's amazing.
So when people come here, and it's a 2-night minimum, you can stay up to 30 days. So if you're lucky enough to have a remote work job, this could be your office.
We did have a lot of people working during COVID that, because they were able to work remote. They brought a computer, we have good internet
and
here.
we have very fast internet here.
Yes.
But you can then have that downtime and get away. So are y'all around the property a pretty good bit? If people have questions while they're here, you're available to answer?
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah, 24/7, yes.
I don't like to leave personally.
Sure.
She'll go to get groceries. I try to stay here as much as possible.
I guess this will give you kind of an insight into what a little piece of heaven this is here. You've had opportunities with your lives, careers, to kind of pick the spot on the map where you wanted to be. The 2 of you met in Costa Rica, and yet you found yourself here in the hills of Copperhill, Tennessee. Do you ever regret it?
No. And we're not big planners as far as let's set out and do this. We're more of like something comes up, we jump. Like she was traveling on her own in Costa Rica and just out of the blue decided to come back and stay with me. She went back to Germany and 30 days later she came back looking for me. So a lot of that's in her also.
Yeah.
She's a risk taker.
Talk about the trails that you have here, because once you've explored the treehouse and all the scenery that it brings to it, you're kind of beckoned to get out and wander into your woods. You've got some great trails.
Got some beautiful trails, some beautiful areas all through the property. There's 30 acres, and especially through the disc golf course is a nice place to walk. But just taking off trail and just going in a direction is also very nice.
So you can set out on your own to forge your own new path.
You can.
And safely make your way back.
A lot of people do, yeah.
A lot of people do.
Yep.
You also allow people, did I hear this right, if it's a large group or a wedding or something, since you are limited with the treehouse occupancy, people can bring a camper if they have one?
Camper or tents.
If it's a special occasion?
Yes.
Only if it's a special occasion?
Yes.
Or with prior permission. We do that a lot for people.
Is there any part of the Rubicon that you're most proud of?
I think the upstairs room, I really loved the upstairs room.
That Turkish sofa up there.
It's beautiful.
And the table, I made the table there in front of it. And
You did?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the space up there. That's just it's incredible.
You have to come and see it to believe it.
Yeah, it's the
I
only
should say too, because I'm sure people are wondering. So at the Rubicon, it has its own bath, a full bath
Full bath?
And shower.
and shower.
Yep.
The other houses, there's a shared, like an outdoor area. Is that right?
The Castle and La Paz each have their own toilet, a half bath. At La Paz, you have to walk across a suspension bridge. In the Castle, it's built into the Castle. But we're getting ready to put showers up there so they don't have to walk down to the bathhouse for the showers. And each of them will eventually have a hot tub. We're always in a state of going forward and adding things as we see that we need. And
Do you have a favorite time of day here?
You know, sometimes in the afternoons around 5, depending, if the sun is shining or, it's beautiful here.
The way the sun cuts
yes,
through?
Yeah, around 5, I think that's my favorite.
daybreak,
Daybreak.
yeah, getting up before anybody's moving and just starting to be a little light, and all the different birds and the owl. You still hear the owls in the morning. And
Yeah, the visual is one thing. The sounds of the place you have to come and see for yourself. The wind blows, that canopy of trees begins to move, the leaves rustle, the birds sing, and you feel like you just are in another place, a magical place.
A magical place.
Thank you both so much for inviting us in.
Thank
for coming. Pleasure.
There's your information. If you want to come and book a stay here at Treehouse Mountain, choose the one that is right for you and your need to get away.
Summer is officially back, and so are our fan favorite Jack's chili cheese dogs. 2 all-beef hot dogs, then we add our zesty home-style chili with cheddar cheese and diced onions. 2 chili cheese dogs with fries only at Jack's.
Tickets for the St. Jude Dream Home are sold out. Thank you for your support of the families of St. Jude. Be sure to watch Local 3 on